eyes to the hills. Where does my help come from? My help comes from the Lord, the maker of heaven and earth. That is Psalms 121. Psalms 121, first through the second verse. Holla, 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 holla at me. What? Holla at me. What? Holla at me. Yes, holla at your girl. It's your girl holiday season. I'm back with another story time. Make sure y'all like, comment, share, and subscribe, and click the post notification bell so that you are notified every single time that I post. Y'all, I am back. I am back. Okay, so this story time is going to be about Sookie, and y'all already know. So Sookie, and it's kind of going to have some new people in it, but I don't know if I'm going to ever have a story time about the new people that I'm adding. So they really I'll probably give them a name, but it don't matter. So this day I was over there to Sookie's house, and like this day Sookie was kind of acting weird. And this kind of when I had started figuring out like her and Sausage was more than what they had let me know they were to be. Like I started to know, like, okay, y'all really are weird. It was like a veil that had just been released or whatever. Because in the beginning, they weren't really bold with it. Like, she was doing weird stuff, but I kind of thought like it was only on Sookie end or whatever. So this day, she kind of being a little weird or whatever. And she all in her phone. She texting real heavy. And I'm just like, she never do this. Like, every time I come over, it's like undivided attention. You ready to talk about something? This day, she kind of wasn't talking about anything. And so she get this one call on her phone. And so she was like, what? She was like, I'm on my way. I'm on my way. And then you could tell she looked over at me as if she wanted to ask me something. So now I'm up on my phone like, what's going on? Because like, it seems like it's important. And it seems like the person on the other line is like shouting like they saying something. She was like, hey, like, we gotta go. We gotta go. So I was like, okay, where we gotta go? Like, where we going? Because is it gonna be a hour and 30-minute ride like last time? Because if so, I'm out. So she was just like, it's just right up the road. It shouldn't take no more than 20 minutes. So I'm like, okay, cool. Like, so she started explaining to me. So this person was somebody who was kin to her, but they was like the same ages or so, whatever. So she was like, yeah, her and such that got into it. So we're gonna name him Method Man because he looked just like Method Man. He's so handsome, but behavior problem. Anyway, just used to get in trouble. Like, he was just too much, right? So this person was some kin to her. Not gonna say which kin it is to Sookie, but she was some kin to her. But all of them was some kin to her. But the two people that I'm talking about, they were siblings, right? So basically, we end up going over there, and like we pull up like to this nice house or whatever. And so but you can hear like commotion is going on inside of the house. So I'm like, dang girl, they getting into it like this. So his name gonna be, the boy is gonna be Method Man, and she is going to be Big Booty Judy. So just call her Judy. That's what going to be her name. Because she had like a big butt and all of this, right? So we get in there. We instantly hear like glass shattering. Like, so we like, oh Lord, like what's going on? And so a little boy come up, and he was on Sookie like, auntie. Like he had like was waiting on her to come. Like the boy had seemed like he was scared. So Sookie ended up picking up the little boy, and we end up walking to the back rooms like where the commotion is. And so Judy was just like, don't ever worry about getting in my car no more. Don't ask me for no favor. I'm not doing this for you. And so instantly Method Man like, man, shut the fuck. It's too early for the cuss. He's like, shut up, like you don't tell me what to do. You think I need you for something? I don't need you for nothing. Like, that's the thing. You always think somebody needs you for something. So Sookie like, y'all, what's going on? Like, what happened? Like, let me know what's going on, y'all. Like, cause my mama already called me and told me like, come over here and check up on y'all, and I just need to know what's going on. So Method Man, like, she over here, she thinks she tell me what to do. She don't tell me what to do. Like, I'm so sick of her. And so Judy started, she was the type of person, like, I always used to be like, girl, you ain't gonna be a cancer or something, because I don't know who you gonna cancel or who gonna trust you. It's gotta be somebody that don't really know you from high school and stuff, because you just kind of like, I don't know, because if you really knew her, I don't know, you know how like people try to act like they're like holier than thou and all this, like they learn so much, but I'm like, girl, we ain't even that old to be so. But she like, you going down the wrong path, you doing this, you head down the path of destruction and this, and I'm like, He kind of is. She was like, don't you know, like, if you get any more trouble, you're going to be in trouble. He's like, girl, shut up with all that fake junk. You don't even care about me. You don't even, like, you let people at the school talk about me. You let people do this. He was like, little do they not know you around here. You told... He's like, you going around saying such and such gave you this and such. So she ended up charging at him before he could get out whatever he was saying. But what Method Man was saying, I got it because I had heard about the rumor or whatever. But because a lot of my friends would come up and ask me about it. Like, did you hear about this or did you hear about that? Because they knew I hung around Sookie and Sookie knew her. So they would always think that I knew about her. But really, her and Sookie never talked like that because they never used to get along. So Judy, we never really heard. Like, we knew of Judy and we knew kind of like her business. But we just like, oh, that's Judy. Like, we didn't really care. So basically, she was just like, I knew about it. So basically the situation was the boy ended up giving, oh, these gonna be like a small circle. So y'all remember the girl that I named?
I named her Childish.
Her best friend and Judy was dating the same people. And I think he ended up giving them both something, or one of them gave it. Somebody had something. And like, that was like a big talk of town, right? Nothing small, nothing too big, nothing too little that the school system gonna let be known about your business. Anyway, so yeah, so she charged at him when he said that, and she gave him an uppercut under the lip. So now they're going at it again. So now Sookie done put the little boy down, and so I'm just kind of standing there because I knew this boy, and that boy didn't play, and he could fight, and he not finna hit me. So I'm just standing there. So Sookie put the boy down, trying to make them stop or whatever. She like, y'all stop. She was like, no, I'm sick of him in his mouth. But he was saying that she the one who had started the... Never mind. So I'm just like, dang, like, I'm just like frazzled or whatever. So then a little boy come over there beside me. He was the sweetest little boy, right? And so I just kind of like rub him, but I'm kind of putting him out of the way of where they going. Stuff is falling off the dressers, the TV's falling, y'all. And so after they get done in there, because they done messed it up, they go to the kitchen, messing up this lady nice house. Their mama had a real nice house, right? So I'm like, oh, I know she gonna be mad when she get home. Like, it was already glass on the floor in the dining room. So I'm like, they really done tore this lady house up, and she had valuables in her house, right? So they steady going in at it. She was like, don't ask me for no ride. You ain't ride with me. He was like, I don't care. I could ride the bus. I don't really care about that. He was like, and you really need to really like check yourself out. You think you all of that and you not really all of that. He was like, you ain't no damn sister of mine. Like, you don't tell me what to do. Y'all, I'm looking at Judy eye. Like, Judy eye on the top right up in here. Like, it wasn't really her eye, but right up in here, it's like turning a color. So I'm like, y'all over here acting like Harpo them. Like, y'all is really like WWE WrestleMania SmackDown. So instantly, Sookie started getting a call on her phone. So I'm like, oh, Sookie, your phone ringing or whatever, right? And so she was just like, oh, let me get it. Like, she was really like, oh, let me get it. And I'm like, but even like we would do that to each other's phones. So I was just kind of confused a little bit, right? So this day she acting all jumpy with the phone. And during this time, this was when me and Sausage was talking, you know, and we would be off and on because the little bitch was chasing him around the school. So I was just like, you know, so I'm like, why she acting all like that? Like, dang, she acting funny, Sausage acting funny, and you acting funny? Like, this is weird. But I thought I kind of seen on her phone that Sausage was calling. So I'm like, was that Sausage? Then something said, bitch, you tripping right now. That's not Sausage. You want him to call your phone. So that's why, you know. So I'm like, that kind of seemed like Sausage or whatever. But she ended up never answering the call. So I'm like, okay. Instantly behind, I'm thinking about this, and as they doing that, we hear more glass being thrown because they just keep going back and forth. They keep going back and forth. So instantly, she's like, somebody say, ow. So we run to the dining room to see what was going on. So I was about to say that girl name. So Judy basically done got like glass stuck in like her foot, and like, you know where it's that crease right there in your foot. she got glass like stuck right there. So then she hobbling over to the den or whatever. And so she was like, yeah, y'all mama just called and said she on her way. Like, y'all need to clean up. She said, whoever don't have her house clean, they gonna get the F out. She was like, well, I guess I'm just gonna be going with y'all then. And so I'm looking like, you must be going back to what's that? Because y'all ain't coming to my house. So basically, she was just like, yeah, whatever. So instantly, like, they sit down at the table or whatever. I noticed Sookie phone going off again. I'm like, dang, her phone going off again. So Method Man just in the back steady talking shit, steady talking junk, steady doing all this. She was like, and dang, and you ain't no friend of nobody's. Why you sit up there? She was like, Method Man gonna say, Sookie, I don't even know why you came, because she was just talking about you with her friend. Like, that's weird. Like, I don't even know why you came. And then so you could tell Sookie expression changed, because her and Judy had been like into it for so long. Like, they'll be into it and everybody will be like, y'all shake hands and get over it. I swear, because it'll be like something with them two all the time. Like, I swear, like, but they used to look just like twins. Anyway, so yeah, so he was just saying that, you know, throwing up dirt, saying like nobody should like. So Sookie phone gets to ringing again. So now I'm acting like I don't even see it, because you just really shaded me when I just tried to pick up, you know, and like not really, you know, just saying, you know, you do it to mine. I never cared. So I'm acting like I don't see it now. So then Judy, as she clean her feet, I'm guessing after you keep hearing something, you're going to try to look for where's that sound. So she was like, oh, why Sausage calling you? So she was like, so you could tell Sookie looked at her like, why would you say anything? Like, that was the whole thing I was trying to keep from Ash. That's what I could kind of get from it. She was like, oh, that ain't Sausage. That's not Sausage. I think that was your mama. But I'm like, it gave me validation, because remember when I said I thought it was Sausage? So it really was Sausage. So I'm like, because at this point, I ain't spoke to Sausage since like, what, 2 hours ago? So I'm like, what if he trying to get in touch? I'm so dumb. I'm just thinking about myself. I'm like, what if he trying to get in touch with her to get to me? Because sometimes we would see each other at his house or whatever, right? Boom. So anyway, the mama ended up getting home. She said, oh, I know y'all fucking lying. She said, y'all need to pick this stuff up out my doggone living room. And she was like, why y'all sitting over here acting crazy? She said, and why the police, I get a call and the police at my house while I'm at work. I'm trying to make this money. Y'all sitting over here acting like fools. So she looked at me and she like, and so that's when Sookie jumped in. Sookie's like, yeah, this is my friend. She came with me. She the one who brought me down here when my mama told me to come get her or whatever. She was like, oh, hey, how you doing? I was like, I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself? She was like, yeah, yeah, girl, they in here. They done told my damn house. Like, she walked to her room and she closed her door, right? And she ended up walking back out. And she was like, you know what? Method Man, I'm tired of you. I'm just so sick and tired of you. You think you this and you think you that. So everybody just, at this point, I was just like, you know, whatever. At this point, I'm really not caring. I'm trying to see what's with Sausage. So I'm like looking at my text messages, loading my phone to see if I see a text message from my man that is currently trying to call my friend, but she's sitting up here acting weird about it, right? So I'm like, and so let me tell you, so what's the girl name? Judy ended up trying to grab the phone when she said it as well. Like, she seen that Sausage was calling. So basically, she ended up doing the same thing that she did to me. I'm like, oh, she being very secretive about this phone. Any other time you asking me, ooh. My mama ended up coming back out and looking at Judy. And she was like, look at your face. She was like, how you going to school like that tomorrow? And she was like, I don't know. I'm probably just going to go to the doctor, do this, blah, 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 blah. She was like, y'all need to stop all that ignorant shit. She said just like that, like, y'all need to stop all that. So anyway, she was like, thank y'all for coming and this and this, because we was finna head out or whatever, right? And so we end up heading out, and I'm just like, dang, do they always be getting into it like that? She was like, yeah, they always do. Like, they pretty much do that all the time. But then so she started taking like Method Man's side. She was like, sometimes they be picking on Method Man just now. She was like, he always do stuff like that, and so this what's the name, but you know, she always think that she better than this and da da da. So basically, she favoring Method Man over Judy, because, of course, her and Judy then got into it too. So she don't really care for Judy like that. She care for Judy, but she don't care for her like that. So her phone starts ringing again. So I'm like, so I just asked her to kind of like feel a temperature with her. I was like, have you talked to, what I asked her? But she, anyway, so I was going to say something, but I was like, not yet. So I was like, have you talked to Sausage? She was like, no, I ain't talked to him today. Because she just keep doing this, like, it'll ring. Like, I could see the banner come up, and then she'll hurry up and click it. And, like, hers didn't move as quick as the newer ones. Because, like, I had, like, at this time, 6 Plus was kind of new. So, she only had, like, the 4C or something. So, her stuff moving looked like baby slow. Because at this time, that's old as hell. So, I'm like, why do she keep ignoring him? She was like, no, I ain't been talking to him. Like, you know, I ain't really got too much to say to him. Like, all of this. Mind you, that be her bro. So I'm like, well, what happened? You know, is that him calling you? Like, is that him calling your phone? She was like, yes, that is him calling my phone. But, you know, like, I don't really fool with him like that. So I'm like, if you, like, it's starting to seem like she was in her feelings about something. So I'm like, what's going on? But at this time, it was kind of like, I wanted him to call me, but I wasn't going to get on his nerves because he wasn't calling me. It was kind of like, I could kind of wait, but I just kind of want to know, what did he want with her? So, like, so she was like, no, it ain't nothing. It's just like, I ain't felt like answering my phone. So I'm like, oh, okay. So anyway, we end up heading home. And so we get to her home, and I start getting a call on my phone. So it's Sausage. So I answer the phone. I'm like, hey. He like, hey. He was like, I know you over there at such and such. He's like, I know you at Sookie house. And I'm like, yeah, I'm at Sookie house. He was like, oh, okay. He was like, you weren't going to call me and let me know that you was over there? I was like, why didn't you just come over here if you knew I was here? Because at this time, I'm getting smart with him, because it was just like, I'm just starting to notice, like, you're not going to stop fucking the bitch with the deep voice, and you're not, like, I used to really be asking my brother questions, like, about this relationship. And one time my brother told me, I don't think you should even be dating if you're not, like, I shouldn't date him if I wasn't willing to be having intercourse with him, because obviously that's what he wanted, and I'm not really with that. And I was just like, not really wanting to hear that shit. But this is all for this story, y'all. And it's gonna be times where I come up and I actually find like text messages in Sookie's phone, because she thought like I didn't remember a call. But I don't think she was like thinking that I would probably check her phone with stuff. But I did. I ended up checking the phone, and it was text messages in there from Sausage, basically saying like a bunch of stuff, y'all. And I was like, and at this point I had been Sookie's friend for about 2-3 years. So it was like, but yeah, that's it for this story. Make sure y'all like, comment, share, and subscribe, and click the post notification bell so that you are notified every single time that I post.